Hey guys, I'm back and I'm coming at you with a foundation and concealer first impression / review type thing. I've got the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation, and then I've got the Milani Conceal and Perfect Longwear concealer. So I'm going to be trying these guys out for you today, and then yeah. Okay, so I put back my hair so I can really get into it with you guys, and I've zoomed you in just a little bit. I'm gonna go in with my everyday kind of primer because I know that it works for me and I know how it works with certain foundations that I have. So I think this is the best way to go when I'm trying out a new foundation and concealer. So I'm using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, and I mainly want to focus it on where my pores are. Okay, and now I'm gonna go in with the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. And again, I want to mainly keep that in the middle of my face. And then once I get that all covered, I use one pump and then I bring it out to the wrist. And then once I kind of have it everywhere, I kind of like press on my face so that I make sure it's tacky. And then I'm gonna go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Filter. It's like a kind of like a highlight type thing. I kind of use it as like a strobe cream by MAC underneath my foundation. Gives a little bit more hydration, and if you have a matte foundation, it can kind of pull through and look a little bit more dewy. And yes, I just loaded up. Also, I'm not looking in the mirror for this, so let's see how much I have on my face. Okay, actually that's like less than usual. Go me. Okay, now time for the foundation. I'm gonna put it on my little palette. There we go. I'm gonna put it on my little palette. I'll do like one pump. It is a little bit thicker. I'll do 2 pumps. Okay. And then I'm gonna take my little, so typically I mix my foundations. Today I'm not going to. So if this is darker than my neck because I'm a ghost, we're just gonna ignore that for now. This is nice. I hope it's more of like a dewy foundation. Okay, 2 pumps is good. Okay, and then I'm just going to use my e.l.f. beauty sponge to blend it in. And we're just gonna dab. Ooh, that is actually pretty light. So that's good. That's 2 pumps, so it's pretty good. It's not full coverage, and it's not super matte right now either. My skin still looks pretty good. I think it's gonna be more of like a satin kind of dewy finish. I am gonna go in with another pump so we can see how it layers. And then we can also see if we can build up the coverage nicely and how much coverage you get. We don't like to waste things here, okay? Even if it's too much foundation, I will put it on my face. Okay, that's good. My chin is kind of peeking through with redness still, but that's all right. That looks good. It feels nice. It doesn't feel drying. The color is pretty good. Let's see if she oxidizes. Yeah, look at that color. Okay. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with the concealer. I've used this once or twice already. So yeah, I kind of know I have like a few thoughts about it, but I'm just gonna kind of jump right into it first. And I always do the chin. And then I'm gonna grab those spots that were a little red. And then highlight the nose, my Cupid's bow, and then around the nose, because they also get nice and red. And then on the bridge of my nose, before we cream contour. And I'm gonna go in now and blend that out and really tap, because this is, okay, do you see how full coverage that is now? And then I'm just gonna blend it around. But yeah, I think this one dries a little fast, so I just wanna make sure that I really get it and blend it out, and not wait a long time. Yeah, that's perfect. Can't see that red spot really. Yeah, not really. I can, but that's because I'm crazy. Forget if I put it on my forehead or not. No, I didn't. I remember now. Okay, and then I'm just gonna grab it because I really don't want my under eyes to look bad. So I want to do that last. Okay. See how like you can see this redness here? This always pops through on everything. So I'm just gonna bring this down to kind of cover it. And that was probably too much because this concealer is pretty full coverage as it is. So we will see. And typically kind of what I put on one side, I kind of want to mimic on the other, only because like, yes, it's not super red over here, but because this is a pretty full coverage concealer, if I don't, you might be able to see the difference in the two sides, and we don't want that. Okay. She's like, you know when it's something like really thick and it's like sticky and tacky and it's not like a really thin foundation? That's kind of what it is. It's like a thicker concealer for sure. Okay, so now I've blended it all out. It looks really good. My skin doesn't look dry. It's not too dewy. It's a good coverage. Make sure there's no foundation on my earrings. I'm gonna go and do all my like cream stuff. So my cream contour, my cream blush, and then I'll come back and we'll powder the face and see what it looks like then. Okay, we're back. This is what my face is looking like right now. I'm just kind of blending out creases. Everything blended well over top, mostly well. It was kind of my contour over here a little bit. Wasn't the best to blend out. It felt like it was removing the foundation underneath, but meh. It's fine. And up here, for some reason, up here, whenever I put any kind of cream, contour, bronzer, whatever, always kind of comes off. We'll take a close look. Everything looks good. Doesn't look drying, doesn't feel drying. The color still is really good with like my neck. I'm very pale, so eventually she's not gonna look like my neck or my chest, but that's fine. Yeah, it looks really good. I'm gonna go and powder. I'm gonna go and do all my bronzing, blush, highlight, brows, that kind of stuff, and then I'll be back to show you kind of what it looks like. Fuck, I didn't see what time I put this on. Okay, 1:30. It was 1:30 when I started my foundation. So I'm gonna go and do all of my powder products and my brows, and then I'll be back and we'll kind of check in to see how everything is. Okay, I'm back. I put on all my powder, bronzer, contour, blush, all that kind of stuff. I also sprayed my face because I do this every time I do my makeup. I spray my face after I've done my powder, bronzer, contour, blush, and right before I put on my highlight, I spray it with like a moisturizing mist from Garnier, and then I put my highlight on because I like it shiny. So yeah, my skin looks really good. Like my chin, I can still see some redness, and I can still see this guy over here, but like that's most of the time, so I'm not like too mad about it. But nothing like really came off, because some, I don't know, some foundations and stuff, when you start putting all the powders over top, it can like start to flake off or like come off a bit. If you, I don't know if you can see it, but like right here on the edge of my blush, it did kind of come off just a little bit, but I think it might have been just because I am a little aggressive with my face. And so I could have just kind of hit it too much, but everywhere else, like, it's staying, it looks good. My under eyes don't look too matte. Yeah, so everything looks really good. It has been about 45 minutes now. I am going to go on and do my eyes and film a different look. And then I'll be back after that to kind of update you guys on how this is looking. Okay, so it has been, it's 3:46, so it has been, it was 1:30 when I put it on. 2 hours and like 15 minutes. Let's do a close-up of my face for the foundation. My forehead looks good. It's not creasing too much, which is good because my forehead gets really bad. My nose also creases a lot. That's good. Like my bridge of my nose, I guess. My nose here is also doing really well. My chin is good, especially because if I kiss Sean right now, he's got a pretty full beard, so that's gonna go against my chin, and so far like that's really good. Yeah, everything looks good. Again, the color is still really good. It's not super crazy compared to my neck. Yeah, I will hop on later and check back in with you guys. Okay, I'm popping on for a check-in. It is 10 p.m., which means my foundation and concealer has been on since 1:30, and that's about 8.5 hours. It looks good. My forehead looks really good. There's no creasing. It's shiny, like a little bit, where like my contour was, and where like the concealer wasn't, I would say. Like my nose is like shiny, but like dewy shiny, not like greasy shiny. And then my under eyes are also very good. I think it's the concealer's kind of matte. The foundation isn't really coming off at all, actually. It is just like a little bit. Let's see if I can get, oh, sorry guys. My chin. I can see it a bit here and down here. Just a little bit. Mainly on this side right here. I don't know why, but it's coming off, but it's fine on this side, so maybe I just didn't set it enough, but it's lasting up. My under eyes are looking really good. Yeah. Okay, I'm coming at you from the bathroom before I wipe my face. So this is the last checkup. I think it was 11:30, so that's like 10 hours. And it's really just the same, just my chin. My chin's breaking up a little. I think you can see it now. And this side over here, but this side's fine. My nose is, when it gets like dewy, the creases of my nostrils get a little shiny, but other than that, that's about it. I'm like a nice glowy shine. Yeah, but overall I think it's really nice. Even the foundation might not like stand up wearing a mask every day, but it looks good now. Okay, so I noticed this the last time I wore it. The concealer does a funny thing. Like I think it would really stay on well, because like, and like I'm like rubbing like with that power, like, and my eye was watering earlier too. So I swear, if you wanted to wear this concealer for like a wedding or something, you could cry and this would be fine. Like, this is durable. I'm impressed with that. So sorry to come to you like half makeup, but I really thought you guys would want to know that it literally stays on. It's like cement. Crazy. I didn't do an outro earlier, so this is my outro. I think, like, I like it. I like them both so far. Yeah, I definitely say they're good. I'll keep trying it out and definitely see how the mask works too. But other than that, I hope you guys liked it and I hope it was helpful. If not, I hope you have fun watching this.